Chapter 1. The Unexpected Guest. The summer air hung heavy and still over Styles, the imposing Victorian mansion that had been the Hastings family home for generations. Inside, a palpable sense of unease permeated the atmosphere. Emily Hastings, the elderly matriarch, lay lifeless, her eyes staring vacantly at the ornate ceiling. Detective Inspector Hercule Poirot, a Belgian with a penchant for the theatrical, arrived at the scene amidst a flurry of activity. The local constabulary, flustered and bewildered, stood aside as the diminutive detective, with his carefully waxed mustache and fastidious manner, surveyed the scene. A most perplexing affair, indeed, Poirot murmured, stroking his chin thoughtfully. A most perplexing affair. The household was a microcosm of human foibles. John Cavendish, the deceased's nephew, a man of wealth and privilege, yet haunted by a troubled past. Cynthia, his vivacious wife, with a penchant for drama. Lawrence Cavendish, John's younger brother, a brooding artist with a melancholic air. And Evelyn Howard, John's cousin, a quiet observer with a keen eye for detail. Each member of the household, Poirot observed, harbored secrets, both large and small. Jealousy, greed, and long-buried resentments simmered beneath the surface, creating a web of suspicion that tangled the threads of the investigation. Chapter 2. A House Divided. Poirot, a master of observation, meticulously examined the scene of the crime. He noted the positioning of the furniture, the open window, the scattered jewelry, and the faint scent of perfume in the air. He interviewed each member of the household, their testimonies, a tapestry of contradictions and half-truths. Cynthia, with her theatrical flair, claimed to have discovered the body, her voice trembling with feigned distress. Lawrence, withdrawn and brooding, offered little in the way of information. Evelyn, the quiet observer, seemed genuinely distressed, but her eyes, Poirot noticed, held a flicker of unease. John, the heir apparent, appeared outwardly calm, but Poirot detected a tremor in his hands and a forced lightness in his laughter. He was, Poirot surmised, a man burdened by guilt, a past that continued to haunt him. As the investigation progressed, Poirot began to piece together the puzzle. He delved into the past, uncovering a web of hidden relationships, financial entanglements, and long-buried secrets. He discovered a trail of deceit, a series of carefully constructed alibis, and a motive that was both simple and devastating. Chapter 3. The Unexpected Revelation. Poirot, with his uncanny ability to read human nature, began to suspect that the key to the mystery lay not in the grand gestures, but in the subtle nuances, the unspoken words, and the fleeting expressions. He observed the subtle shifts in their behavior, the way their eyes darted nervously, the way their voices faltered under pressure. He noticed a peculiar detail, a small, insignificant scratch on the windowsill, a scratch that could only have been made by a ring. He traced the ring to its owner, a surprise to everyone, including himself. The revelation, when it came, was both shocking and inevitable. Poirot, with his usual dramatic flair, unveiled the truth before the assembled household, his voice ringing with authority. Culprit, he declared, was not the flamboyant, attention-seeking Cynthia, nor the brooding, melancholic Lawrence, but a seemingly insignificant member of the household, someone whose motives were both complex and tragic. The reaction was a mixture of disbelief, shock, and a chilling realization that evil could lurk in the most unexpected places. Chapter 4. Justice, in the end, was served, but the shadow of the tragedy continued to linger over Styles. The Hastings family, forever changed by the events, struggled to rebuild their lives amidst the whispers and the lingering fear. Poirot, having solved another perplexing affair, departed Styles, leaving behind a trail of unanswered questions and a lingering sense of unease. The mystery of Styles, however, would forever remain etched in his memory, a reminder of the dark secrets that lurked beneath the surface of even the most seemingly respectable families.